Hello, beautiful humans. I think I'm live. There we go. Hi. So tonight or today, depending on where you're at, I want to talk about the cocooning phase of the awakening process. So we talk a lot about the different phases that we go through during our transformation and the purpose that each one of those phases serves. And so today we're talking about the cocooning phase, the going inward, really tucking deep into ourself and letting all of the things that we experienced in the beginning of the awakening process, letting them integrate and move through us so that we can bring them forward with us as we move on into the next phase of our life. And so, from the beginning of this COVID crisis, I was really amazed at all of the parallels that I was seeing with our experience as a planet. As connected with the awakening experience, and how many parallels there are. And so that really excited and interested me. And really, I still really feel like this is a catalyst for our personal awakening as well as the global awakening that's taking place. And that we're going to see a lot more people waking up after this has kind of settled, whenever that is. And so today, or for a while now, I've been thinking about this cocooning phase of going inward. And it's a phase in the awakening process that can be kind of frustrating. At first, it might feel good to be still and process what we experienced. And then it can feel very stagnant. It can feel like we're not moving forward, like we've lost the excitement and the motivation that began our whole awakening experience and really catapulted us into the process. And we feel like we're just so inward and so in the depths of our thoughts and our emotions, and really learning to pay attention to ourselves and to notice what it is that's going on internally and building our awareness, that we feel like we're just in this soup of emotions and thoughts and feelings, and that we can't really communicate real well with the outside world, but we don't feel like we're making a whole lot of forward progress. And that's the cocooning phase. And the thing about the cocoons, if you're a caterpillar, it looks like from the outside that nothing is happening. Nothing at all is happening. But internally, inside, there's so much transformation happening, so much changing, so much developing. And it is such a necessary process in order for that caterpillar to transform into the butterfly and to grow its wings. And every step of that process, including the struggle that it takes to get out of the cocoon, is necessary in order to develop the strength and in order to develop the wings that it needs to fly. And so it's no different for us. It's the same way. We do the internal work. It looks and feels like there's nothing happening on the outside, but there's a huge transformation happening on the inside. And so it's such a crucial and important part of the process. And so, if we take this and overlay it to the COVID experience that we're having right now on this planet, we're all forced to cocoon, and we've been forced to cocoon for quite a while to go, and a lot ready for it over. We're ready. In the beginning, it was kind of exciting. Or at least there was a lot of, if you weren't excited about it, there was at least a lot of energy there, and a lot of preparation, and a lot of people talking about it, and a lot of processing, and also a lot of excitement around, where this could be leading and what we could do for ourselves. And maybe you started new projects in your house. There was also a lot of things happening online and a lot of people offering things, and all of that has really slowed down. Um, and really, the dust has kind of settled, and I think we're all getting kind of bored. and everybody's ready to move on. And so I just have to remind all of us that whether we're talking about our personal process of cocooning or the global process, it is essential to our growth. And so I see this parallel happening, and the thing that I'm seeing and realizing more than ever is that phrase that we are a microcosm of the macrocosm, that we are reflected in the stars, and we there's been examples of that, by comparing the cell to the planets and all of these things. And so we see that right now really clearly with our personal process compared to what's happening on the planet. And so I even have been taking it a step further. So this time on the planet of complete slowing down has been crucial for the healing of our planet. And then I had this kind of inspiration or knowing when I was in my meditation the other day that perhaps this time right now of slowing down, it's not just healing the environment, which is so needed. It's not just healing us, which is so needed. Perhaps this is what's needed to really anchor what we're calling the new earth grid. We're calling this grid of energy that has been developing for quite a while now, and is exactly reflected in the collective awakening process. Perhaps this time is necessary in order to fine tune the grid, in order to anchor it, so that when we come out of this cocooning phase as a planet, that now we have this new grid in place that is helping us to move out of the old 3D consciousness into a multidimensional consciousness. And so I share that with you not to confuse you. Some of you guys may be real familiar with these ideas, and some of you may not, but only to emphasize the fact that our experiences are all exactly what they should be. And so if you're feeling stuck in that cocooning phase, if you're feeling like you're really ready to move on, but it's just not quite time yet, be patient with yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Love the shit out of yourself through this process. And know that the time will come that you will come out of that cocoon. And you can use this time to do the healing that you really need to do in order to come out of that cocoon as your biggest, brightest, most whole and healed self possible. And so, even if you're kind of tired of this idea of doing inward work, use every minute of this as your time to keep healing yourself, so that you can choose how you reemerge into life. You can choose how you respond when it's time to move back out into our lives and interact again with our communities. And so if you're feeling stuck, if you're ready to do the deep healing and you don't quite know how to do it or how to move forward with it and you want some help, then please private message me and we can see if the work that I do with my clients would be a good fit for you. So if you have any questions, just leave them here in the comments. And other than that, I just love you all and have a really great night. And I'll see you in the Facebook group.